And the Bangko Sentral is getting a new governor, or has a new governor rather, in a move that surprised the financial industry. Malacanang picked Budget Chief Ben Diokno. Here's the story.
Budget Chief Ben Diokno is taking on a new challenge. This time, he will hold the reins of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelo confirmed that President Duterte appointed Diokno to the position during Monday's cabinet meeting. Diokno will serve the unexpired 6-year term of the late BSP Governor Nestor Espinilla, who died of tongue cancer on February 23. That means the budget chief will be BSP Governor until 2023. His appointment breaks away from tradition of appointing insiders to the post. Note that the BSP's past 2 governors were career officials who had been working for the Bangko Sentral for decades. The palace is expecting Diokno to spearhead reforms that will align the Bangko Sentral's operations with international standards, in line with the newly signed law that revamped BSP's charter. Finance Chief Sana Dominguez believes Diokno will have no trouble functioning as a BSP governor. Dominguez describes Diokno as a combination of a seasoned technocrat and a professional who knows the inner workings of the government and the industry and has repeatedly demonstrated his ability to run a large and complex organization. Diokno is no stranger to the budget department. He also took the helm of the department during Estrada's presidency from 1998 to 2001. He is a professor emeritus at UP Diliman, where he finished his bachelor's and master's degrees in public administration. He also has a master's in political economy from Johns Hopkins University in USA and a PhD in economics from Syracuse University, USA. Dominguez says Diokno's competence is unquestionable, but Representative Rolando Andaya Jr. might disagree. Andaya, chair of the House Committee on Appropriations, has repeatedly questioned Diokno over the DBM's supposed insertion to the DPWH budget that's worth billions of pesos. This was floated by Andaya during a congressional hearing on the 2019 budget in December last year. Diokno had denied this, as he explained that the budget of the DPWH had to be augmented because the administration approved 3/4 of the DPWH's proposal.
The president's budget. I talked to him about that 51 billion. He did not know of the 51 billion worth of projects inserted in the public works budget. He asked for 488. You gave him a ceiling of 488. And lo and behold, there was an additional 51 billion, which no one now claims. The president told me, since it's the president's budget, he had nothing to do with it. And that I should ask you. And that he asked who were the big recipients of the budget. And I showed him. You know what he told me? Do your job.
The total proposal of DPWH for the 2019 budget is 652 billion.
Yes.
652. We approve on first tranche 123.9 billion. The second tranche, another 356, for a total of 480.2 billion. Okay? Out of a request of 652, we approve 480. Now, because we want the infra budget or the infra to be higher and we have fiscal space, we decided to augment or to add to the 480 another 75 billion, not 51.
Oh,
but
75. Okay, so
75 billion.
So 75
for a total
insertions
of
okay.
555 point. You cannot call that insertion.
This issue later on morphed to other allegations made by Andaya, saying part of the insertions allegedly favored Diokno's relatives in Bicol. The stalemate between the executive and legislative on the budget resulted in the delay of the passage of the 2019 budget, which was ratified only in February. Malacanang has stood behind Diokno and repeatedly said he still enjoyed the president's trust. Andaya had repeatedly summoned Diokno to shed light on the issue, but Diokno snubbed the House hearings. Because of this, Andaya says the House is now in the final stage of drafting plunder raps against Diokno for refusal to heed at least 6 summons. Bim Santos, We Are One News.